Today at number 6 with cheese, we're headed to Buffalo Wild Wings on Clybourne here in the Lincoln Park neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois. They launched Truffalo Sauce, which is a mishmash, a combination of like truffle oil and essence, and what are those things called? Those what are they, like mushroomy things?
I think truffles are mushrooms, but I'm also dumb.
Truffles and buffalo sauce. I'm gonna get the tenders. You going boneless wings?
Yes, sir.
Let's see if it's any good. We love truff, so let's go. All right, we got them. Truffalo sauce and a bunch of chicken, B-dubs acquired jump cut. All right, let's open up these boxes with a Corey Wagner second angle.
All right, this is the boneless wings. Take a look, that's covered in the truff sauce. You got your classic B-dubs boneless wings, not much to them. Yeah, red, smells delicious. If you had a scent vision of some sort or some way we could communicate scent with you, it smells very truffy.
Definitely not a flavor I had until we started doing this show. I didn't know what truff was until like 2018.
Do you want to show these too?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do another one right here. Let's go for it.
And then additionally, this is just the tenders. They come with a side thing of truff.
A little dipping.
So that's what this is going on. And then the onion rings, just so you can see what the onion rings and the breading looks like up close and personal on the tendies.
I've never had the tenders from B-dubs. I don't know if they've always had them, but I've never had them.
I didn't even know they existed.
I'm excited to dip the onion rings in it too. It's a sauce video. I can do whatever I want.
That's right.
All right, we love truff sauce, all 3 variants of it. This is the white truff. I'm gonna dip after.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll wait for your dip. That way we can bite together as one.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's really hot.
Not as flavorful as truff sauce, but that's a $22 sauce, so I really shouldn't be comparing them.
Chef Art Mike told me one time that a lot of these places like brand stuff as truffle, and they're using like either the essence or imitation truffle. It's like you can like mirror that flavor.
That flavor?
Yeah, with very little amount of it.
Not as like, I kind of like the dipping move because I feel like mine are like barely juiced up.
Yeah, they don't look very covered.
And these boneless wings look smaller than I'm used to.
They look really small. I wasn't gonna say anything because it's like, hey, you know, that's your order, but they do look smaller.
And I think they're not breaded as well as they used to be. I brought this up to Sean recently. Someone said it in the comments, and recently I went and got B-dubs, and they were a little lackluster, and I love how breaded they used to be, and there's just not the crunch, which is what I like B-dubs for.
They're a little softer now. That's a bummer.
So Wingstop is king now.
It really is.
Now those tenders look very crunchy.
Very good tender, very good chicken. Damn it, well, they're my eating pants, we're okay. So we were waiting for this order. I brought up the white truffle Wikipedia page, and white truffles are only found in southern Italy, you guys. And they are part of the kingdom of the fungi family, or kingdom, I'm an idiot. And some can sell for like $60,000 a pound if it's like pure 100% fresh white truffle.
Wait, $60,000 a pound, or did you say they found a 4-pounder that sells for 60 grand?
Somebody else, I looked up another article when you were in there about how another one was bought for 60 grand a pound.
Wow. You know how much I would be worth if I was worth 60 grand a pound? Tell you what, ranch and truff is a good combo.
Oh, I bet. Tranch. Truffanch. This joke's done now. Let's get a napkin so that I bought a really good stain remover because these pants, they've seen better days, my dude.
That's the most adult thing anyone in my friend group has ever said around me.
It's such a bummer. It's such a thing that I would say.
Stain remover.
Before I dip in here, do you want to try this Southwestern Ranch?
Oh yeah, let me try it on this half.
Yeah. Good dip. Oh, that's a fun day.
Not my favorite. It's a little chipotle-y, maybe.
Yeah.
Is there chipotle flavor in that, or am I dumb?
Nope, sure is. It is funny how we both agree on that. I feel like we're kind of in the minority on that. I think people love smoked jalapeno. Yeah. What is it, chipotle is? I don't think that's common. For as much sauce as we eat, and we both don't like that, I don't like Taco Bell's chipotle sauce. That's why I didn't like the grilled cheese burrito as much as other people. They put a bunch of that on it.
Yep.
I don't like that. I know that's gonna really piss off some people.
Sorry.
Do you wanna try an onion ring?
Very much so. Those look amazing.
Right? They're very beer battered. Oh wow, it's all one thing.
Before I forget, please like the video.
Like the video.
You guys have been killing it with the likes. And I think our views have gone up. Might be placebo. That might be in my head. But I think it's helping. There was like a video the other day, like in the first 1,000 views, it had like 500 likes. And I was like, oh, these people are the best. This is a good onion ring. This is a damn good onion ring. I like them overcooked. Me too. Undercooked, that's awful. Just eat an onion. Can I ask you to do something for these people? Yes, you can. I'm not necessarily saying I'm gonna do it, but you can ask me. For the people that have never had truff, like a truffle, how would you describe the flavor? Indescribable. Isn't it so unique? There is a sweetness, like if I had to put a word to it, it's like a sweetness, but it's so unique. This felt like you really wanted me to ask you to describe it. No, that's just what I was wondering if you thought the same thing. If I had to put a word on it, it would be sweetness. Sean, if you had to describe truffle, how would you describe it? Well, one, why are those people making you describe something? Get better friends. I don't know. After you just asked me to do that. I'm the bad friend. You're a bad friend. I think that was actually a live look into my bipolar brain. Wow, this is really good. 3 tenders, onion rings, and 2 sauces like this, 13 bucks. I think that's pretty good. I like the smell of truffle so much. I think I like the smell of truffle sauce. I think I like the smell of it better than the taste. I might. Sorry, the sun's moving, so I keep fixing this. I even asked the class nicely to be respectful during this, and they just disregarded that request. A giant middle finger from God. All right, I'm gonna do one more onion ring, and then Fatty's gonna close his box for later. Also, if anybody's nervous about getting the COVID shot, I got my first one, and I made a little vlog about it. So if you wanna see what it's like, I don't know, if you're nervous, it's a good way to like, if you wanna watch it and get an inside scoop, and be like, oh, okay. Alrighty, all sounds good to me. Alrighty, have yourself a good one.
Then the most common side effect is actually outlined for you here.
Cool. Thank you so much. Also, it shows me and Sean doing a podcast. Yeah. And that's basically it. And if you don't trust Corey, I also got my first vaccine, and I grew a tail. But yeah, man, what a wild world. In March, getting vaccinated. Crazy. Okay, well, this is the point of the video where, before we rate it, the sauce, we're gonna do a shout out. PayPal shout out, PayPal shout out, PayPal shout out. If you guys didn't know, we do have a PayPal. We've had it for a while. I just recently thought about doing a shout out for this. A good friend of ours reached out and asked if there was a way to do a single one-time donation. So I know some people might be afraid to do the commitment to Patreon where you're giving we're giving some money monthly and putting a credit card on. So if you want, you can go to our PayPal account. If you go to the homepage of our YouTube, just at the very top, there's a couple of squares. One of those is the PayPal logo. You click on that, it takes it right to the page to donate to us. So now we're gonna do a shout out of someone who recently gave us a donation on PayPal. PayPal shout out to Mr. Garrett Lenox. I'm never gonna stop clapping. You live here now. Garrett did an amazing donation to us. Gave us $150. Just wanted to support the show. That's wanted insane, to do a big one-time payment. He's also a Patreon fan or a Patreon member. And if you're doing the math at home, 150 divided by 5 because of hot and readies, that's 30 hot and ready pizzas before tax. All right, it's time to rate the sauce itself. You know, not the wings, right? Not the wings, not the chicken, not the onion rings, just the sauce on our saucerometer. Out of 5 Guy Fieri's, how many Guy Fieri's do you give? Hold on a second, because now I'm wondering if it does include the meat. Because like, for instance, say we go to Wendy's. I love Wendy's burgers. Right. And I think McDonald's are a little bit less quality. If Wendy's comes up with a barbecue bacon burger and McDonald's comes out with a barbecue bacon burger. Yeah, that's a good point. You're not really rating the barbecue sauce, you're rating the meal that you're able to get. Let's pivot. The whole thing. Does that make sense? It makes absolute sense. You're right, it's more of the order that came on it, especially for yours. Yours came spun in it. Yeah. So you can't change that. You know, mine was a little more of a choose your own adventure novel. Weird. Flip to page 67 to watch Sean get fatter. That's a good point. So out of 5 Guy Fieri's, rating it as a whole meal. The Truffalo boneless wings. How many Guy Fieri's do you give them? I thought it was, I'm glad that someone in the mainstream world is doing a truff sauce.
Yeah.
Because $22 a bottle, I think is what I last saw it at. I could be wrong about that.
The white one is $34.99.
It's just not affordable for everybody.
No, that's insane.
It's pretty pricey. Now we know why, because like Sean said, when you're talking about 60 grand a pound or whatever,
it's just the market price of truffles.
Yeah, truffles is expensive. You have to have the truffles to make the truffle sauce. So I get why it's expensive, but it's nice to have a more affordable version at a place like B-Dubs, someplace that is basically generally everywhere where people can get it. Yeah. So I do appreciate that. This truffle sauce, not nearly as good as truff sauce, but that's an unfair comparison.
Right.
This is mainstream. I like it. I thought it was tasty. It's not my favorite sauce at their place, but I thought it was really good. That's about as thorough of a freaking breakdown as I could goddamn do.
That's the right word.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.25. I'm just glad it's out there for everyone to give it a shot.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's the first place to do it at that capacity. Like the fact that you can get it as a sidecar too, and you can put it on anything on the menu if you wanted to. I mean, just go in there and get it as a cider, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having it for the chicken and the onion rings. When I go to B-Dubs, I traditionally get a lot of different sauces if I'm dining in, and I just start pounding into every single cup. But here is different than the next.
You do
bite.
only cups.
Oh yeah. If it's me sitting with friends watching a game, sucking down.
You go all naked. I don't believe this for a second. I don't believe for a second that you've gone out with friends and go, I get all naked. I just want the cups.
I swear I do that.
You're a psycho.
I actually might have waited till now to tell you that because it's so embarrassing.
You're a sociopath.
Yeah, dude, that serial killer.
Legit afraid for my life.
No, I'm here to kill you with that pen.
Yeah, I want to rip your head off. But I think it was very good for being a mass-produced sauce. I'm going 4.0.
Wow.
I really enjoyed that. You learned a lot about me today, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do now?
What?
I'm gonna find a time where we beat ups together, and I can't wait to call. There's no world where you do that.
Bring a camera.
There's no world where you do that regularly.
I like a lot of different flavors throughout the meal, and B-Dubs, because they have 26 sauces, I want a lot of them.
Whether or not you say it's true, I don't believe it.
I will say this, I only do it when I get the boneless. I don't do it for the bone in.
I don't believe that you do it ever.
Okay.
I'm not gonna believe that. That's the most ridiculous.
You know the sad thing? There's not gonna be a single person in the comments that's gonna be on my side with this.
It's too ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous.
That's too ridiculous.
Yeah. You guys got my back, right? We'll see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Thanks for rocking with us. The murderer and the stash. That was bad. See ya.